I am Black Chicago, born on the south side, flavored with the west side, footprints on the north side, a Provident baby, delivered by Dr. Steptoe. Went to school in a Willis wagon in 6 or 7 grammar schools, from Shoop to Burnside to Lewis-Champlain. Hung out at the YMCA, learned to shoot pool at the BBF. Got 50-leven cousins all over Chi-Town. Some of them were the original OGBs, original gangbangers back in the day. Growing up black in Chicago, I know what it meant to get out of Cicero before dark, to get off the L downtown and have the police jack you up. I remember when we couldn't go to Marshall Field's, Carson, Pirie, Scott, or Sears and Roebuck. I laughed my troubles away at Riverview, way before go-kart land in Funtown, listened to the poets and drummers as they pointed to the Afro-Arts. Before there was Earth, Wind, and Fire, there was Artistic Heritage Ensemble. When Amazon and Heidekel were learning how to braid, when Darlene Blackburn was just starting to dance, when Obasi came on the scene, when the Bud Billiken Parade was black folks, and Mickey Mouse wouldn't be caught dead in Washington Park. And blue lights in the basement quarter parties is where I first learned how to grind, and got funky with James Brown's Cold Sweat, drinking white port and Kool-Aid, smoking reefer and doo-wopping under the viaduct, going to Limbs for some tips at 2 a.m. and throwing up at 4, being Gouster or Ivy League, working at 63rd and Halsted, sneaking in the show, putting balloons on the spokes of our bikes and riding up and down the ramps of the Dan Ryan before it opened, seeing the 5 stair steps beat the Jackson 5 at the Regal Theater talent shows, ditching classes by hiding out in the oldest parts of the castle of Inglewood. I am Black Chicago, where Soul Train started, where Shaka Khan, yea West, come from, where Quincy Jones sat at the feet of the elders in Bronzeville's international music colleges, where you can jet to Ebony to Defender, who walks around all day with nothing on but WVON, the voice of the Negro nation. Gwen Brooks sprang from the breast of us. Harold Washington spoke to the best in us. The policy kings organized the rest of us, and the mobs have truly tested us, tried to turn our heroes into dust to dust, stole our history, left us pixie dust, but they never really busted us. Where we used to own the vote, where we used to hold the note, where we used to sail our boat, where we put fur to coat. I am Black Chicago. Africa was my mother. DuSable was my father. I have family all over America, and you may even be kin to me. This is where Charlie chewed, where Nat Cole kinged, where Joe Louis scrunched, where Lena horned and Billie holidayed, where Ernie banked, where Oscar browned, where Jerry butlered, where the Duke was earled, where Yvonne Danieled and the Shylight Scener, where Ingle wooded, where Princeton parked, where Chester fielded, where Rose landed, where Cottage groved, where Artgale gardened, where spooks sit by the door, and perverts don't want to talk to no men's. I am Black Chicago, from the lakefront all the way to Ford City, from Heavenston down to Cal City, from Maywood to Blue Island. That's me and Gary and over in K-Town. This is where freedom rang, where Mahalia sang, where Goodfellows clubbed and school teachers subbed, where thousands have passed through the Cook County Jail, and the almighty Hawks told many a tale, where Dr. Margaret told us children we were black and carried a whole museum on our back. I'm the Projects and the Globetrotters. I'm Baptist and Catholic and sanctified and the Nation of Islam. I am the center of Chicago and the soul of your life. I am Black Chicago.